Hello everyone and welcome to another power-packed edition of CCW Overload, live here from the Smoothie King Center at New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm your host and commentator, Joe Cosell, and we got one awesome edition lined up just for you. First off, it will be another King of the World quarterfinal matchup as Eddy goes one-on-one against the jerk Dan Mandel. Then we're gonna see Justin and Geoff of the future, which is them at the right, by the way, square off against a bunch of jobbers nobody cares about. And finally, our main event, a dream match for the ages, pit and speed against power, as the #1 contender for the CCW Overload Women's Champion Bridgette squares off against the Scottish lass herself, Piper Niven, aka Doudrop. Seriously, that name is just bad. Oh, and we will also hear from the CCW Revolution Champion Lincoln Loud alongside his challenger for the title, Arthur King. Let's not waste any time. Let's go down to ring side for our ring announcer, Alex DeSoto.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is our next quarterfinal match of the King of the World tournament. Making his way down the aisle from the cul-de-sac, Eddy.
Friends, there's a good chance that Eddy may in fact be even more determined than Dan already is. And it's not hard to see why. Eddy's got experience to boot from all these 24 years he has spent on TV, plus mixed with the various plans he has made as an everyday scam artist has made him a favorite among most of the fans. Let's see what his opponent thinks, shall we? Here he comes, ready to come down that aisle.
And his opponent from Dan versus is the jerk, Dan Mandel.
I'll tell you one thing about Dan, this guy is crazy with a capital K. So crazy that he even makes Charles Manson look like a wussy in comparison. And it ain't even close. That's why he is most determined to win this despite his crazy exterior. Or behavior, whatever you may call it. By the way, if you are watching this from the comfort of your own homes, then make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on all of the new videos here in Cartoon Carnage Wrestling that we give you on a daily basis. Going off first with a tie-up. Oh, nice drop suplex by Eddy, dropping down like a bunch of rocks. And he's just getting started, ladies and gents. But Dan begs to differ right there, surprising him with a combo of his very own, and therefore sends Eddy out on the apron. Whoa, mama, DDT on the apron by Dan. Somebody give Eddy a dose of aspirin from that landing. That has gotta bite. Referee already starting the 10 count as we speak, and truth be told, neither Eddy or Dan want this match to end on a count out. Oh, Eddy with a drop kick right on the outside, almost coming this close to knocking Dan's teeth right down his throat. Is Eddy gonna do it again? Oh, big mistake for Dan. turning his back just in time for Eddy to get in a big attack to the outside. How foolish was Dan thinking doing that? Whoa, Dan getting whipped onto our announce table. Best be wise to steer clear from these two. Who knows what kind of carnage these two are gonna cause? Referee already getting to 3 at this point. I swear Eddy's doing a good job exposing that arm for what it is. If he keeps this up, I will guarantee you that Dan obviously will have nothing holding his chainsaw up for the time being. You know, I kinda wonder where he got that chainsaw to begin with. Either way, I don't wanna find out, let alone know. Then sending Eddy back into the ring, and I assume he wants to go back into. Oh, but that's just left Eddy to take in a free shot. I don't know what Dan was thinking re-entering the ring like that. He's not the kind of man not known for having a lot of smarts when it comes to his mischievous plans. But he looks like he's getting back up there, surprising Eddy with the impressive exploder suplex. And he is about to follow it up nicely with that torture-rack neckbreaker. I'm surprised that short maniac's got a lot of strength left in him. Who would have thought? Dan once again going all to town all over that money maker. Oh, there we go. Nice code breaker. Is he gonna pin him? That's the question. Oh, Eddy is not gonna allow it to happen. Which one of these men is gonna move on to the second round of the King of the World tournament? Speaking of which, we're still gonna hear from the current CCW Revolution champion himself, Lincoln Loud, which I'm certain he's gonna have a whole lot of words regarding his opponent at King of the World, Arthur King. In my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, Lincoln Loud versus Arthur King just reads main event all around it now that I really think about it. Eddy unloading on all cylinders as we speak, and it looks like he ain't quite done yet, folks. He's up at the top. Oh, he looks like he whiffed that one, folks. Oh, but it looks like Dan did, and he got him good square in the face. How about that? Oh, impressive BME coming from Dan. I wonder if he got that move from the fallen angel Christopher Daniels himself. If that was the case, well then consider me impressed at the slightest. Well, not as impressed as Eddy got him good with that deadlift back suplex, though. He must be one big strong boy despite being the size of a tree stump. Oh, got playing good with that Cobra clutch backbreaker coming from Dan, though. He's now got the upper hand in this one, or that's what I thought at first once Eddy surprised him with that elbow shot, or maybe not. Dan flipped him around on his back. This has gone back and forth so much that is completely hard for. Oh, there it is, the Dan Valley driver. Is Dan gonna kick, move on to the... No, Eddy kicks out at the count of 2. I really thought he was gonna take that one, but I guess he was wrong all along. This crowd is literally on their feet. You could hear them chanting "Fight Forever" over and over again. Someone should make a video game based on that title itself. I'm totally serious. That would totally rule. Oh, Eddy missed on that elbow drop big time. That was a poor, pitiful mistake. I'm only hoping that doesn't cost him in that long run. But it seems to me that doesn't seem too likely. Dan's got the cover, but it's still not enough. Eddy must have a lot of gas left in that tank to keep himself alive. Dan torturing Eddy with a short camel clutch, using that knee of his to press down on Eddy's entire back. I don't know what he can do to survive this. Thankfully, Eddy survives this, but at what cost exactly? A cost well worthy enough for Eddy to give Dan the blank check. Is that enough for the win? Apparently not. Dan still kicks out at the count of 2. I'm literally standing at the edge of my seat, coming this close to falling on my butt, which, truth be told, I don't want that. I want to keep myself on this seat at all times. I don't know why Eddy's arguing with the referee here. I wouldn't want to see him get DQ'd or anything like that. Oh, Dan getting a big opportunity with that go-home driver, but still nothing. Eddy cannot be denied no matter what you try to throw at him. Yet Dan still won't stop. Oh no, Dan screwed up that big time, missing that moonsault from the ropes. And Eddy getting back to work all over Dan as we speak. Sounds like shifting of the guard. My goodness, that could be a tide changer, folks. And trust me, I ain't talking about laundry detergent. Eddy throwing out all the stops, dropping down elbows like Run DMC, dropping down some delicious beats on the turntables. Oh, are we about to see a second blank check? He's got it signed and sealed. Will he deliver? And he does. And he gets the W here tonight. My goodness, what a matchup we just saw involving two short yet outstanding competitors. I have no idea how we can top that, folks, but still, what an amazing match. These two threw caution to the wind the best they could, but all it took was a blank check for Eddy to seal the deal in this contest. Let's go down to Alex for the result.
Here is your winner, Eddy.
Yep, you can tell Dan to start packing his bags and getting out of town because he's headed out of the tournament for good. That's gonna be one hard pill to swallow for Dan, and I guess it's gonna be one joyous jawbreaker for Eddy to slurp because he's gonna be moving on to the second round where he meets the winner of the Maury Smith vs. SpongeBob match happening this week on CCW Beatdown. Can't wait to see what's gonna go down in that. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. We just got commotion in the back, folks. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh my goodness, Peter Griffin has jumped Fred Jones backstage. He's got him up with that power bomb.
Roadhouse.
Peter Griffin sending a personal message right to the United States champion himself. Jeez Louise, that was one heck of a car wreck.
I tell ya, I don't blame Peter Griffin at all for what he's done. You have to admit Fred deserved it after all of the crud he talked about Peter Griffin's family like that. I only hope Peter kicks Fred's head right off come king of the world. That would be exquisite. Anyway, we got more action left to go in this episode, so let's not waste any time and take it down ringside to our ring announcer, Alex DeSoto.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making their way down the aisle from Camp Wawanakwa at a total combined weight of 492 pounds, Justin and Geoff, the Future!
Oh, look at this. Justin and Geoff ain't wasting any time at all. They want to get this done without any hesitation, and who would want to blame them? We've been seeing a much more evil side to these two, and it definitely shows. I probably wouldn't even want to know what Geoff's girlfriend Bridgette would think about this kind of behavior coming from her own boyfriend, truth be told. Speaking of which, we got a special guest sitting right at ringside with me. You all know him, and you either love him or hate him. He is the immortal Hulk Hogan. Hulk, welcome.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. It's so good to be here in this great state of Lexington, man.
Hulkster, this is Louisiana we're in, not Lexington. Besides, Lexington is a city in Kentucky.
It's Lexington if I say it's Lexington, brother. Anyway, man, you're wondering what my thoughts are regarding the King of the World tournament, huh, dude? Well, sorry to burst your little gum bubble, man. But the only thing that the Hulkster himself wants to talk about is how he got cheated at CCW Resurrection by that no-good Bugs Rabbit, man.
That's Bugs Bunny, Hulkster.
Who the heck's talking, dude? Me, not you, man. So sit down and shut up, brother. Bugs, you hear this? I don't want you to listen good, man. I had you beat fair and square, dude. I had you in the palm of my hand, where you beat you clean in that ring 1, 2, 3, man. And what happened next, dude? You used your cheap, silly tricks to pin Hulkamania for the 1, 2, 3. Not cool, man. You made a mistake taking that Hulkster off, dude. If I see you set foot in the CCW ring even once, man, I'll put you right into a boiling pot, fatal attraction style, Jack. And what you gonna do when Hulkamania boils water all over you?
Those are some fine words, Hulkster. I'll be sure to let Bugs know what you said. By the way, since we got a match going on, who you think's gonna win this little tag team match?
You kidding me, brother? This is nothing but a couple of teenagers passing themselves off as some Dungeon of Doom ripoff, man. Can't even believe they canceled my show over a bunch of animated Canadian teenagers on an island, Jack. It's horse dumb, dude.
Well, that's a shame. Thank you for joining us at ringside anyway, Hulkster. Oh, we just saw one of the jobbers try to sneak up on Justin from behind. That definitely didn't end well. He got splattered like a watermelon from that brutal DDT on the floor. And what on earth is Geoff doing? Is he trying to get himself DQ'd for nothing? It would be funny if they did, because they would give the jobbers a win instead, and they would make the future look like goofy jokes in the process. Justin getting the Sperry guy back in the ring. I assume they're not quite done with the guy who looks like he could pass himself off as one of the Duggars. I bet the owner, founder, and creator of Cartoon Carnage Wrestling himself would be ashamed, considering the fact that the Duggars live in the state Lucas Hackett is in, which is Arkansas. Now he's getting Miguel back in the ring, which is weird, considering the fact that he's not even the legal guy in this matchup. My goodness, what a brutal drop kick right to the turnbuckle. I wonder if some lucky kid at ringside is gonna get one of Barry's broken teeth as a result. As the matchup is going on, by the way, I want to remind everyone that we still got that main event happening here tonight after this match, and boy, is this gonna be a barn burner at the slightest. We're gonna have the #1 contender to the CCW Overload Women's Championship, Bridgette, square off against Piper Niven, who of course will be using perhaps the worst wrestling name there ever is in this lifetime, Doudrop. What a stupid name that is, Doudrop. That name looks like it could belong to a My Little Pony character. I honestly blame Vince McMahon for BS like this, you know what I'm saying? And you see right there, Justin, him Barry DeVille with that Callaway corkscrew. I thought he was gonna pin him there, but it looks like he wants to take care of Miguel first. Oh, he paid for that one big time. It was a mistake on Miguel's part, blasting Justin by his pretty little face. Oh, hang on a minute, Barry's still showing some fight left. Oh, well, maybe not so much for trying to mount a comeback. That hurt worse when MC Hammer's comeback when he tried to go gangsta back in '94. Oh, Justin got him good. He calls that move Sunset Overdrive. The cover. A 1, a 2, a 3. It is over. Over like Clover. Somebody get Barry DeVille a pillow and a blanket, cause he just got to put the bed in this one. Let's be honest, this wasn't even close by a long shot. This was just pure domination shown by the Future, and it's not hard to see why. Here's Alex with the decision.
Here are your winners, the Future.
The rest of the CCW locker room in the back better watch out, because trust me, the Future means business. Looks like Justin has a microphone in hand. Let's see what's up with him.
Feast your eyes, children of the Future, for I have come to you with a message of hope for a broken world lost in his own past. What you have saw here tonight from me and Geoff, that is just a little snippet of the future we and I will create for this world. Now this fallen soul you see right down here by my feet, this man is lost without a future to live in. You wanna know why? It's because he foolishly decided to write his own fate dressed in failure. If only he had taken my message to heart, then he would join my cause. But alas, this was his cold, hard reality. Now for those of you who are watching this message, you don't have to live in this nightmare like this poor, unfortunate soul right here. No, in fact, I advise you all to follow me as I lead the future I will create for us. A future where success is promised. A future where we are allowed to follow our own rules. A future where we must separate ourselves from those who attempt to destroy the creation that I plan to build for all of us. I guarantee you all that come King of the World, you can be sure Geoff and I will continue this mission of building this new future here in CCW. The only question I leave for you all in the back is this. Will you help join our cause? Because I advise you that failure to respond will only lead to ruin. Those are the words of the future, and the future is us. I'm telling you all, that's giving me the heebie-jeebies hearing this. I honestly hope that the rest of the CCW locker room in the back wasn't hearing this as well, because trust me, who would be crazy enough to join this team of demented weirdos? Anyway, it's main event time. Let's go down to our announcer, Alex DeSoto. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event for the evening, and it is scheduled for one fall. Making her way down the aisle from Scotland, the girl with the stupidest name ever, Doudrop.
Yeah, don't really care, we're skipping this one. Once again, I blame Vince McMahon for not using her right. Anyway, here's one of Total Drama's best coming down the aisle.
And her opponent from Total Drama Island, she is the Surfer Girl, Bridgette.
Bridgette having one heck of a smile on her face, and with every good reason to, knowing the fact that she was responsible for Lexi Bunny losing to Charlotte Flair at CCW Resurrection. However, it looks like Doudrop could be the one looking to knock the smile off of Bridgette's face, and not in a very good, unsatisfying way at the slightest. If that happened, I guarantee ya we find a surgeon looking to re-stitch her jaw back together. Hoping that doesn't happen tonight. We gotta cover 1, 2. No, not even close. Bridgette kicks out at 2. Oh, Bridgette knocked her good with that big rolling savate kick. Heck, that would have been close to knocking her head clean off her body. If that was the case, I guarantee you some lucky kid in the audience would take Doudrop's head with them as a little souvenir. Bridgette going on the middle rope. What does she have planned? Well, nobody home on that landing. Makes me wonder if Tom Cruise is the one controlling Bridgette. Whoa, Bridgette managed to dodge Pancake City right there. Hold the butter and syrup. The Surfer Girl definitely doing a good job trying to handle it well, quite like Doudrop. And no, I'm not talking about Mr. Krabs' well of a daughter. While we continue with the action though, I want to inform everyone watching that we were supposed to expect Lincoln Loud here tonight. But since he is no longer around here in the arena, unfortunately, he was at least grateful enough to send this little audio clip to us right at the beginning of the show. Probably gonna have to use a tape recorder for this one, which is weird since they don't hardly make these anymore. But anyway, here's what Lincoln Loud said.
Hey, Skin Marks. The man with the plan called here. And the reason why I'm not showing up here tonight is because I wouldn't want to be caught dead having to speak with these ingraying New Orleans Nimrods for a second. Instead, what I'm doing is enjoying the finest New Orleans cuisine this side of town. That's the benefits of being a current CCW Revolution champion. However, since I was promised that I was going to talk about my opponent at King of the World, Arthur King, I might as well do in this old dusty tape recorder just to make things quick and easier. Arthur King is nowhere near my league. He's not even up to my level. The only reason he won that fatal 4-way last week was just sheer luck. That's all. When it comes to me, there is no such thing as luck. I'm only the best because of who I am on this mic and that ring, even on commentary if I can. I will not be touched. I cannot be touched. And come King of the World, Arthur King, I will go medieval on your sorry shiny gold butt when I slay you deep down in that mat. Just to let you know, CCW is my castle, and you will never knock me down. Top guy out.
Well, that's Lincoln Loud for you, I guess. And I knew this would so be Lincoln Loud of him to do something like this, because I have now been informed that after this matchup, we will be hearing from the #1 contender for the CCW Revolution champion himself, Arthur King. I guarantee you he's gonna say a lot about Lincoln Loud's sudden absence, and not in a good way apparently. Safe to say I do not blame Arthur King at all. Bridgette couldn't dodge Pancake City, but she sure did the second time around. Oh, and another knock right upside her head. I swear if she suffers too many kicks like this, she's gonna hear a lot of loud door knocking going on in her brain. Whoa, nice little cravat suplex from Doudrop, stopping Bridgette's momentum for the time being, but it's not enough to keep her down. Unfortunately, Bridgette is still in the zone as we speak. Well, she escaped that body slam attempt and once again going right after the head. This is definitely a matchup between speed and power that we are witnessing here beneath our very eyes. You kinda wonder if the CCW Overload Women's Champion Lexi Bunny is watching this at the comfort of her own locker room. What is she gonna expect from her challenger after seeing Bridgette like this? Well, for one thing, she may expect to be a victim of the tsunami star press like Doudrop was right now, and that does it, ladies and gents. Put Doudrop in the cradle, cause it is Betty by time. I think it is possible that we may see a brand new Overload Women's Champion in the making of tonight's any indication. In that case, Lexi Bunny may have to cling on to her title for dear life because Bridgette is coming right after her. You heard me correctly. Anyway, here comes Alex with the decision.
Here is your winner, Bridgette.
That's right, Bridgette. Celebrate this victory for what it is. You deserve it. As fun as this night's getting, I think it's gonna get even more better now that this guy has arrived on the scene. Better yet, he's got that trusty sword of his, the same sword he pulls out of his chest. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, here comes the best part. Get ready. And boom goes the dynamite. That's what we're talking about. Here's Alex with the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, Arthur King.
I can definitely guarantee you at the slightest he's gonna have a whole lot of things let go off his chest, most notably the absence of our Revolution Champion. Would that be the case? Let's find out. He's got a mic in his hands. You know, I was really expecting the CCW Revolution Champion, Lincoln Loud, to show up and stand here face to face with me here tonight. But we exactly didn't get that, did we? You really want to know how this makes me feel? Exactly. I'm as ticked off as you are, and I bet the rest of you are too. And this is our Revolution Champion, of all people. He's nothing more than a buck-toothed coward, all because he couldn't show up when he was asked to in the first place. Guess he's still scared and frightened of the fact that he got beat by a clown in a mask at CCW Resurrection. You know, that's not how a champion should be acting. You know, I would guarantee you, everybody, that if I was the Revolution Champion, I would honor my commitment and show up here every single time because the fans came here to see a champion, not a coward. So Lincoln Loud, which category do you fit in when it comes to that belt you wear around your waist? I don't need to say much considering the fact us fans know which kind of person you are now. I'm honestly really upset your parents should feel sorry for themselves knowing that they raised a coward with 10 sisters in his family. Maybe you are no such luck after all. I think they realized they should have raised a better son that didn't look like a Timmy Turner reject with hair white as toilet paper. Oh, I'm sorry, Lincoln. Did I just offend you while you were busy stuffing your face with po' boys somewhere downtown? Good. Stay mad. If you got a problem with that, I dare you to show up next week here in this ring, stand right before me like the man and champion you should deserve to be. Unless, if you're not too much of a coward not to show up then. If that's the case, should you not decide, I'll make that decision for you and drag you out of whatever house you live in. The choice is yours, coward. Now that's telling it like it is. Lincoln Loud got legit owned on that mic even though he wasn't here. I can tell that the road to this battle between them at CCW's King of the World will be an interesting one. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's episode of CCW Overload. My name is Joe Cosell and we will see you later.